Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're jumping straight into this one this morning and taking a look at the Fear and Greed Index, and it's sitting at around 70. This is really good. I hope you managed to purchase the dip in some way, shape, or form, add to those long-term positions, and really put yourself in a position of power, if you will, where you're gaining at every step. And the best thing I really think about diversifying is when one of your plays aren't really performing too well, if you've diversified well enough, the others are really going to make up for the slack. They're going to fill the gap, if you will. So it's always important during these times, if you're not making enough profit, if you haven't been able to dollar cost average in, to really adjust your situation, take a step back and think, what am I doing wrong? What are other people doing right? And how can I better correct the overall situation that we're in all of the time, where it's like, oh, well, I wish I had more money to invest. I wish I had more money to invest. I wish I had more money to invest. So this is a bit of a dramatic change because the bear market had been going on for a substantial amount of time, but there was a lot of energy there in the background. And I was saying to everybody, we had this situation with a lot of negativity bias, if you will. And I think that's passing now. People are starting to pick up on the positive momentum, and the Bears are really getting crushed in this situation. So, flicking over quickly here and taking a quick look at crypto bubbles, the market's looking pretty damn good from my perspective. And I think there's more upside in the future. I think we're going into the next part of the cycle. And I was saying to everybody previously about being in between those two humps of the last halving cycle. I think there might be three humps in the future, but we're going to have to see how this plays out because this cycle is like no other out there. And that's why we're seeing the delay of altcoin season, of meme coin season. And you're seeing a lot of these different assets really working their way up, if you will. Sorry for the pause there. My graphics card seems to be scratching a lot this morning. Another thing for me to replace, but luckily my portfolio is going up, and I hope yours is going up as well. So if you're part of the Lunar Classic community, and I have no doubt that you are, if you're here listening to this video and you're not using LUNC Dash, use and utilize it, guys. Terra Station is not owned by anyone that we know or trust, nor is it updated. This can lead to some sort of vulnerability in the future, and you're better off using a native app that's been built for Lunar Classic holders. We've got simple export guides. You can simply just join the Telegram group and you can get links to that from our link tree. I'll leave it in the description. It's also in our link on the X portfolio. Almost said Twitter, but corrected myself there. Good save, Jay. The monsters are paying off this morning. But you can get all of the links here. So everything that you need to use and utilize things on chain, you'll be able to do it with the wallet infrastructure. On top of that, you've got the metrics, you've got the tools, you've got that onboard D app, you've got the dashboard inside the mobile app. You've got all of those tools that are readily available, and you should use and utilize those as much as possible. Again, links to that in the description. Don't forget to use it. It's brought to you by us, by people you trust, and it doesn't cost this community or chain a penny. Never has and never will. We've also got LUNC which is readily available. I've done a little bit of content on this, but I've not been advertising it as much as I should. If you're out there and you're wanting to make a difference, and I'm working on a video of how you can really take the token to the next level, really branch out, move into the broader cosmos, step up as a validator. The idea of launching a token is the idea of beginning your journey in crypto. And you've really got to think on a broader perspective when it comes down to this. Don't simply think or be confused that a meme coin is a meme coin. It begins as a token, and that token begins under creation on LUNC and that's where your future may lie. It only takes one meme coin. I really do mean this. It only takes one meme coin to graduate and go absolutely nuts and do what SHIB did. And hey, before you know it, the chain's moving up. Everybody else wants to replicate that. And all of a sudden, LUNC, the layer one chain, is benefiting greatly from all of the trading that's going on LUNC. So I really do think these products are beneficial for the ecosystem. Again, they never cost a dime. There's no maintenance, there's no upkeep, and it doesn't cost anything to make a token. Literally, there is just a transaction fee that you need to pay. So LUNC has confirmed a breakout, as I was saying in the thumbnail. in the title of the video. I do like to do titles that are relevant to what we're talking about. It's not easy staying away from clickbait titles, I must admit. But we have gone into an area where I would say we have confirmed a breakout. And this is an important zone. This is really the area where we were struggling to punch out previously. As you can see, rolling back to the 27th of April, trying to punch out and actually failing, seeing a move downwards, and now doing a clean punch out. This is on the day chart, so each one of these candles represents one day itself. And you guys, remember, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment on the way out, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. That's really important that you do subscribe. Around 40% of you are actually not subscribed to this channel, and those things really do make a difference. Now, with these three positive candles, we're possibly going to see the formation of a flag. And what I mean by this is literally a small flag, similar to this, where we'll bounce up, we'll bounce between, we'll coil up, we'll move down, and then hopefully push upwards into this next area. And this is going to be a very tough area for us. But if we can crack this, if the total crypto market cap continues moving upwards, we see positive momentum pushing everything else with it. XRP does what it should do, and the settlement really does go through. You see that finalized. You see broader usage of that asset. A lot of new liquidity is going to come into crypto, and more importantly, DeFi, because it's going to be coming into XRP and RLUSD. This is something that I've been dollar cost averaging into heavily, and we are, as an ecosystem, going to benefit from this. The entire crypto market cap is going to benefit from this. If BTC carries on moving up, well, then you better believe the likelihood is we're going to get back up into this zone. And I really do think we'll clear this area relatively quickly. And what we really want to do, like I've been saying, is start to bounce this trend line. That would be really good. We may see a bigger push upwards, and then coming back downwards is going to be crucial that we retain as many holders as possible and provide them with as many options as possible to remain on chain. That's very important that we do that. And no, that doesn't necessarily come within the confines of a stable asset. It really comes in the confines of return yield, where they can make money, where they can trade, sometimes where they can have fun, trade NFTs, play games. These are all of the different things that are really going to benefit a user and putting them in the mindset that this is a place that they would like to call home. So going back to the ups and downs here, the reason why this is going to be really beneficial is because people are able to buy those lows and they're able to sell those highs. And yeah, there's going to be people that are day trading. And if we've got a lot of volatility out there, if we've had a big run up leading to this, well then, yeah, you're going to have more people come on board. That then could lead to further whale adoption, which is really what we're looking for in Lunar Classic at the moment. Everybody chants about bringing the whales back on board. I personally think a lot of whales are out there. They're hiding. A lot of projects are whales. LUNC Penguins could be considered a whale wallet in the top 200 holders. It's a situation where they do exist, and the chain is building out a lot of infrastructure. So I'm very bullish on the future of Lunar Classic. I've been saying it recently, how important this triple bottom was, and that is playing to our benefit. But what I really think, and something I was really discussing with a lot of people when I was in Puerto Rico for around a month, was some kind of advanced tool that works in a similar manner to money flow. And if you don't know what money flow is, it's a tool on LUNC Dash, links to it in the description. And you can simply put a wallet in and you can browse all of the transactions. And if there's a wallet that you're interested in, you simply drag it out, you double click it, and it expands outwards. This is a really cool, intricate, and intelligent tool we designed for monitoring wallets, for really going in and breaking down transactions, investigating the intricacies of transactions on chain. And I thought to myself, well, if you could take this technology, right, and you could maybe in some way combine it with the Cosmos map of zones technology, could you in some way, right, create a platform, build it into LUNC Dash that calls all of the different projects, dApps, tools, protocols on chain shows their market caps, volumes, and all of those different things. It's possible. I was talking to my development team about it. It's not going to be cheap to do. I think we ended up coming up with a quote of about $30,000 for all of the work to really have this tool that works. But there was a cheaper method of doing it, which was considerably cheaper. And it would work with a GitHub repository, and each project would simply need to submit a PR request. We merge the PR request, and boom, their bubble will appear on, let's call it, the LUNC map of zones. This would be really bullish because, again, it would give people the broader perspective. It would show people just how many builders there are, how many developers there are, protocols, dApps, dexes, all of the things that we always talk about here. Instead of going out there and trying to figure out who's who and what's what, why don't we create a universal system that can bring all of these projects into one place where they can be seen by everyone? And if you do develop that sort of tool, that module, right, you could then offer it out to every other metric platform out there. So everybody's got an equal playing field. So we all have access to the same resources. This is crucial because, again, we don't want to be in this echo chamber. We don't want to live life speaking to our neighbors. We want to get out there. We want to travel a little bit. We want the people in Puerto Rico to know what Lunar Classic is. We want to be relisted on Binance US. We want to see Coinbase throw down an LUNC listing. And yeah, designing advanced tools like this, really getting a broader perspective of the blockchain is going to help that picture. It's going to help us form relationships with other ecosystems, CXs, DXs. I think this is a good idea. I think it's definitely something that I would look into in the future. It's definitely going to be down to funding for sure. And we never ever would ask for money from the blockchain. We'd never take payment from the blockchain. This would be something that I self-fund. It's added to LUNC Dash, and then it's offered for free out to many other people, like we did with the auto compound module. And yeah, that is still available at HCC Factory. You can use that. And I think we're going to be designing some UI UX that's going to be built into LUNC Dash as well. But look, guys, that's what I've really got for you for now. Look for a possible breakdown. Don't panic if you do see that breakdown on the chart. If you feel like it's over, it's going back downwards, moving the lines here, getting crazy this morning. But I do think we're going to track sideways for a little bit. I think we might see another bar upwards, maybe pushing into this next area and then tracking sideways a little bit. A flag and then a pole, and then a flag and then a pole, and then possibly bouncing off the bottom of this trend line just up here, cooling off a little bit, seeing what the market does. If the market says, hey, we go up, we're probably going to crush up through that trend line. That will then become a line of support instead of a line of resistance. That's called a support resistance flip. And again, this is all bullish. I think this is where we're going. I think it's looking good. And yeah, feeling good. I hope you guys are feeling good as well. But let me know how you're doing. I've just got my coffee machine set up and dialed in again. So give me some coffee bean suggestions, you guys. It's been a while. Let me know in the comment section. Aside that, like, subscribe, comment, notifications bell, and I'll catch you in the next one.